Khamzat Chimaev has a lot of excuses for his loss against Sean Strickland, and he wants a rematch. For some reason. We're gonna get into the Bible here of excuses from Khamzat Chimaev, actually from his brother, for some reason. So let's get into it, and I have some stuff here to show you. I back this stuff up. Why he's so off. Jesus. Khamzat Chimaev's brother says his body shut down during the weight cut for the Sean Strickland fight. He says Khamzat originally had a deal in place to fight Jiri Prochazka at 205, but the UFC later called asking him to fight Strickland instead. First of all, it's not an excuse that we have no proof. That's the first thing. We have no proof from Jiri Prochazka, from the UFC, or from Khamzat Chimaev or his team that he had a fight almost set and booked against Jiri Prochazka for the light heavyweight title. We have nothing that backs it up. Khamzat Chimaev is just an undisciplined bitch who can't manage his weight outside of camp. Why are you, like... According to him, Khamzat weighed as much as 231 pounds and was still 214 pounds just 2 weeks before the fight. Why, as a 185er, are you ever getting up to 230? Even Jiri Prochazka, who fights at 205, he barely cuts any weight. He weighs something, just a few pounds, like over 205. There's nothing that says that, oh yeah, now you're still, even if you were fighting at 205 and trying to become like a double champ or whatever, you're still a 185 pound champ. You haven't defended the belt. You just got it from the DDP in the worst fight of 2025. So, and even if the UFC are leaning to that direction and then, wait a moment, let's make a big fight, you versus Strickland. It's up to you if you want to take the fight or not. You can't... He's trying to make it sound like this is the UFC's fault that he missed weight. If you are too heavy because you're an undisciplined rat and you can't make the weight, then don't take the fight. Say like, can we do it in July, or like... That's only your fault. Why are you 230? And also, the fight was booked between Strickland and Chimaev. This is March 13th. So like, yeah, 2 months ago, basically almost exactly 2 months before the fight is booked. You mean that you can't get, that you can't, get down the weight slowly as they usually do and then cut the rest? Like, we talk about 2 months. I actually thought it was a way shorter time span, like a month and a half. But he had plenty of time. 2 months! So like, that excuse, that just disappeared immediately. You had plenty of notice, plenty of time. There's like nothing. Okay. There was a problem with the weight cut. The question became whether to cancel the fight or take the risk. When there was 1.2 kg left, his body shut down. Oxygen deprivation. His body malfunctioned. This is the thing. He had to stop for an hour because his health wouldn't allow him to continue. Chimaev himself said that he didn't know how he'd fight in that condition. Chimaev's team they just admitted Khamzat didn't make the weight. His body shut down because he was too heavy and he wasn't able to make the weight. Do you guys remember this? Where is the audio?
185.
Immediately, and it's still going up. 185. Khamzat's brother, whoever this is, just exposed Chimaev for missing weight. We already knew it, but he just confirmed that he did miss weight, and the UFC now looks like the biggest I don't know what to say anymore. This is Look at his weigh-in.
185.
185 immediately, and it goes up. And the bar here goes up.
185.
Oh, for fuck's
the official
sake.
weight.
185.
And it's got... As this is...
185, the official weight.
We don't have to get into the entire weight thing. I've already covered that in one of my last few videos. Jesus. So now that... so the entire rematch thing we're gonna get to, that's complete. No defenses from Chimaev. No defenses. And you didn't even make the weight. Okay, we're gonna get to the rematch thing, but... So he, as we knew, he completely effed up the weight thing, the weight cut. Again, there was an agreement with the UFC that he would fight Jiri Prochazka at 205. The contract was already prepared, but then they asked him to fight Sean instead. So he accepted. What? So he accepted and decided to cut from 231 down to 185. Chimaev, please show us the proof of this and back it up. Because this shows us absolutely nothing. This shows us absolutely nothing. The UFC haven't... This is as... I don't know, man. Like, we have nothing to back this up. I don't believe you for a second. I think Chimaev and his team is lying through their goddamn teeth. That's what I think. For sure. We already know that the weight cut was a complete lie. And now it's confirmed. And as I saw, he had plenty of time. By fight time, he had only regained... Okay, I don't give a fuck how much weight you regained after cutting. Don't cut that much then. I don't give a fuck. Here is the biggest entitlement of the year. We have requested a rematch with Strickland. There's an event in Abu Dhabi in October and we want to do it there. Khamzat isn't the type of person to move to another weight class and leave unanswered questions behind. We want the second fight. Right now, we have no other goals. Dude, I'm gonna tell you... Jesus Christ. I'm gonna tell you exactly what this is from Chimaev. He knows that Strickland is a nightmare matchup for him. And he knows he has to be, first of all, 100%. Let's not forget, you can make whatever excuse you want, Chimaev, about the weight cut. What's worse? That you chose yourself to drain yourself because you're too heavy. Or Sean Strickland, who had an injured shoulder. He injured his shoulder on like the Tuesday or something of fight week. He had an injured shoulder. You can look this up, Jesus. What's worse? Sean wasn't able to warm up backstage. Why do you think he like only threw jabs and didn't unload more right hand? Like I know Strickland isn't the most aggressive fighter. I know he spams the jab, but this fight was on another level. Jab, jab, jab. You barely saw the right hand. You saw it in last fight against Anthony Hernandez. He started to throw more. Like it was clear as day something was off. And when Strickland revealed the shoulder injury, first of all, the boogeyman Chimaev, you couldn't beat Strickland with one shoulder. With an injured shoulder. You got exposed. This is the truth. Khamzat Chimaev and his team, you heard Arman Sarukian said to Rogan or Bruce Buffer or something at cage side, just before the fight, that Chimaev would submit Strickland in the first round. They were convinced that they would, as they did, take Strickland down, but then submit him in the first round. Just completely run through him and smoke him. And they had no plan B. And when that didn't work, Khamzat didn't know what to do. He did well, striking in the fourth round, but clearly lost the fight round 2, 3, and 5. Clear as day. And guys like MMA Joey calling it a robbery. I mean, he just hates white people. He hates himself. It's sad. he's probably gonna hang from the ceiling. Or I mean, he actually couldn't off himself because he weighs that much that the ceiling would just break, and he would probably die because the ceiling would fall upon him, over him. This video is not about MMA Joey. He could go and F himself. Trash content. They are so embarrassed of losing to Strickland when they thought they would just run through him. And now they are coming up with every excuse they can. And the entitlement after not being you're not the champion anymore, you had 0 defenses. Not only are you demanding a rematch, there's nothing else, that's the goal. Dana already confirmed that you said to him, Chimaev, I'm moving to 205. I can't make the weight. As we just saw on Fight Week, you can't even make the weight. You just confirmed to Dana White that you're moving to 205, but now the goal and the only thing you want, and you demand a rematch with Sean Strickland, and you want it in Abu Dhabi because you know that you need every advantage you can. First of all, without even getting to the scorecards, if the fight or the rematch would be in Abu Dhabi. Do you guys remember when in 2020? In 2023, I'm pretty sure it was the fight night in France when Moicano main evented against Benoit Saint-Denis. Co-main event, or one of the fight, was Nassourdine Imavov versus Brendan Allen. So the 2 French guys in France, BSD and Nassourdine Imavov, their opponents, Moicano and Allen, the commission and stuff tried to F them up like the night before. Brendan Allen explained that right after the weight cut, they took him away for like 2 hours. So I don't think he was able to eat much or drink much. You have to recover and want to do it as fast as possible after the weight cut. So like the worst thing for you is to, right after the weight cut, get away to something else and not being able to rest, drink, eat and all that stuff. So they forced him, the French commission, the dirty fuckers, they forced Brendan Allen to take like the blood test, drug test, whatever, right after the weight cut. That never happens. Also because maybe it wasn't the blood. I know Brendan Allen had to take a pee test, but he was so dehydrated that it barely came. Or was it pee or blood? I don't know which one it was. But in either way, you have drained your body of water and fluid. So whether it's piss or especially blood, it was hard for them to get what the amount they needed. Because he was so drained, obviously. But so they tried to, fuck him over the night before. And they did some... I know something happened to Moicano also. So why am I saying this? If Chimaev were fighting Strickland in a rematch in Abu Dhabi, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the commission or people in the hotel room, like, especially in Abu Dhabi, the Middle East, they could do such shady stuff to Strickland, try to poison his water. Like, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but guys, think about it logically. Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, those parts of the world, we know about shady stuff down there. And that's not even getting to the judging. The people that score the fight. They already tried to rob Strickland of the fight. Chimaev already had one judge on his side that gave him the fight. Imagine in Abu Dhabi. I think there's a big chance if the same fight happens or, the rematch happens, it's, a competitive fight but clear Strickland. I think there's a big chance they would give it to Chimaev. So he knows he needs every advantage he can get. Oh my, dude, I think this is so embarrassing. This is laughable. This is pathetic. What we actually should look at, let's say here. Yeah, he wants the rematch. But Sean Strickland is so base. Just listen to Strickland getting asked about the rematch with Chimaev.
Would you be interested in another fight with Chimaev in a rematch, or it was one and done?
No, again, as of always, you go get a couple W's and I'll see you again. It's just how it works. I truly believe ranking systems matter.
100%. This is what I'm saying. What happened to Strickland after he lost his title to DDP, and the DDP Strickland fight, the first one, razor close. I think, dude, I need to rewatch that fight and give my honest opinion, because I don't know. That was one of the closest, hardest fights to score in recent years, for sure, especially title fights. While Chimaev and Strickland, that was clear. 2, 3, and 5, Sean. I have. You can even debate about the 4th round, I think, but I have no problem with Chimaev having, of course, the 1st and the 4th. No problem, but it was a clear Strickland fight. And he wants a rematch, but when Strickland had a razor-close fight that definitely could have gone to him, he didn't get the immediate rematch. He had to fight Paulo Costa. He beat Paulo Costa, sat out for a bit because DDP fought Adesanya for the belt, and then it was the February 2025 Strickland DDP rematch. So Chimaev, if you want your rematch, go and fight. I mean, go fight, I don't know, go fight Caio Borralho, Costa if he's back at 185, I don't know. You have to fight someone. And you haven't, Strickland went up the rankings. Beat guys like, let's see, Uriah Hall, Jack Hermansson. Beat Kennedy but got robbed. Beat Imavov. Beat Abus. Has beaten, who's the other people? Of course, DDP, you can argue. Beat Anthony Hernandez. He has plenty of wins at 185. What does Chimaev have? DDP, that's it. He didn't work through the division. He should have to... Dude, if Chimaev can beat 2 guys, okay, give him the title shot. You don't deserve anything, and you haven't earned anything. Dude, you beat DDP. But you haven't... And yes, the rankings should matter, absolutely.
In the UFC, they should matter. And whenever they don't matter, I think it, belittles the sport. So let's go get a couple W's and I'll see you again.
If you guys get another fight, how will the tension leading up to the fight is going to be?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, dude, I'm so tired in the head. So maybe my English sound as usual, I think. Currently, it's hard for me to speak. I'm just tired. I'm off today. But I'm still gonna try to record. Jesus Christ. I don't have much to add on more on that. Strickland said it perfectly. Go and earn your title shot. The last thing we're gonna cover here is Khalil is coping so hard. And Khalil is the worst person to speak about this because he hates Strickland so much because they have talked shit before and trained together, whatever. So he hates Sean Strickland because of their past, and he's a training partner and friend of Khamzat Chimaev. So he's the most biased guy you can find. Hates Strickland, loves Chimaev. So listen to Khalil cope. There's so much cope. Listen to Khalil cope.
I would say that this was very hard to watch because I wasn't watching the Khamzat that I know.
Exactly.
And so it was hard.
I'm not going to pause every 2 seconds, but what Khalil Roundtree means with the Chimaev he knows is the Chimaev that takes down Khalil over and over and beats the shit out of him. We have seen the videos. It's online. You can go look it up. Chimaev is ragdolling. Ragdolling? No. Khamzat Chimaev is ragdolling. Is beating the piss out of Khalil in the grappling. Even doing well in the striking. Sean Strickland isn't a bitch like you. He can actually defend takedowns, and when he gets taken down, he's amazing defensively. Great scrambler, all that stuff. But that's the difference. Strickland is a much better fighter than Khalil. So the Chimaev that Khalil knows is the guy that beats the piss out of him. But when he comes up against a champion, a 2-time middleweight champion, a elite level fighter, elite striker, elite grappler. It's not the same.
For me to
Oh, what happened with the screen? Jesus, man.
count every round and, you know, and really analyze the fight, because I was so shocked at, like, what's wrong with Khamzat? You get what I mean?
You say
the
that,
first
but
round. Hold
Sean-
on, let me
Sean's
finish.
good, man.
Let me finish. The first round was great. Second round, things like took a big turn, and then round 3, in my opinion, after that round was done, I remember checking off my mind. Okay, I give that round to Khamzat. I'm biased. 4, I was like, okay, cool. We're 3 going. We're up 3 going into 5, and then 5 I blurred. So
It's funny that he says that he blurred round 5 when Strickland won the round 5 clearly. Go watch the shots. Chimaev didn't do anything with the grappling. Strickland won in the striking. Clear round 5, Strickland. I have no idea how he gave round 3 to Chimaev. What I'm pretty sure round 1, you know, just domination from Chimaev in the grappling. Good round for him. Second round was when he went to his back, when Strickland got on top. Pretty sure that's round 2. Round 3, listen, round 4, Chimaev did much better in the striking and actually landed bigger shots. I think round 4 is the round where he broke Strickland's nose. I think that's when he landed the bigger shots. But round 3, I'm pretty sure most of the round is Strickland just jab, 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 and Chimaev just walking into jabs, just walking into the shot. That's round 3 is clear Strickland. I hate the cope. I hate it. Dude, I could show more of people, but guys, this is the people just hate Sean Strickland. The soy leftists just hate Sean Strickland. And so many people were so goddamn confident that Chimaev would not only win, but run through Sean Strickland. And plenty of people had money on it. 2 people in Uzbekistan or something, I don't remember the country, even offed themselves. I'm not kidding, you can look it up. They bet like their life savings on Chimaev. And then when he lost, they offed themselves. I'm not gonna laugh at 2 people offering themselves, but not the highest IQ, and that basically just shows the delusion of Chimaev fans. And now, listen, here's the difference. I can't stand like the Dagestani fighters, the Dagestani fans, and you know, all these guys. Ankalaev, Chimaev, Umar, Habib, Islam, Belal, I include in that. You know, all those guys. But when they win, I'm not gonna go on a hissy fit and, oh, no, he was the robber. Ankalaev beat Pereira. Chimaev beat DDP. Listen, the Volk-Islam fight was close. I have no problem saying Islam won that fight. I would have to go back and rewatch it to really, you know, break it down. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, Islam won that fight. Okay. Like the cope when... Yeah, sorry, I'm just tired in the brain. I think you guys get the point of this video. I think, yeah. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. Chimaev wanting the rematch. All the excuses, the cope. He had plenty of time. They just exposed the truth about, yeah, this is not... Everyone that was... They just... Facts. Missed weight. Strickland said it. Cope. More cope. I hope the video was decent, guys. I feel trash right now. I don't know why. I'm just tired. Also, something has happened. I have like a skin. I don't know if you say skin disease. I think I think it's kind of a disease I have. I'm like dry and red in the face, and last night it just exploded. I don't know. I don't have it as bright in my room as not right now, so I don't know how if my face looks garbage right now, or if you don't see the redness as well. But if you do, yeah, I have some problem with my skin. I don't know what to do, but I'll have to figure it out. Jesus, guys, I feel so dog shit. I just had to. I'm not gonna take fucking breaks. I need to be active. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell me down below what you think about the Chimaev cope, the excuses, everything. Does he deserve a rematch? Tell me. Videos right here. So I can't even. Videos right here. Subscribe. Peace.